Capstone project is developing an application called Trekker. Trekker is a travel application, but it's not your average run-of-the-mill application like Google Maps or Yelp. It is special in that it uses augmented reality technology to help a user find out about a place in real time. All the user has to do is point at a restaurant, bar, event, or more, and they can learn more about it. The application also allows users to learn about a nearby neighborhood in a more personal way than most available applications do. In our inquiry research, we found that users want an app that acts more like a friend or a local, recommending out of the way, less common places to go, instead of reading through long, unpersonalized reviews of common touristy things. To begin our project, we wanted to understand general travel habits of our potential users. We wanted to understand how the typical user travels and where there are gaps that our app could provide functionality for. We began our research with a survey created in Google Forms built to answer those questions. We recruited by posting the survey on social media and through the DePaul recruitment site. We received 126 participants. From the participants, we found that 73% travel regularly, 59% prefer to explore cities, and 58% don't like to have strict itineraries planned when they travel. We also found that all of our respondents use some sort of internet research, like Google Maps, Facebook, etc., while planning. After we finished our survey, we conducted a round of live interviews to provide some qualitative color to our survey results and help better define our use cases. Our questions for the interviews were focused on the participants' most recent trip and how they decided what things they wanted to do when there. We found that participants would make big picture plans, that is, plans around where to stay and what things they were excited to do before they left. The smaller decisions, like where to eat and what to do on days where they weren't doing a big thing, were left to improvisation. All respondents reported using some form of internet search to make these decisions. Participants who went on a trip to visit someone who lived in the area did not plan as much, leaving it to the person who they were visiting to show them around. With these and the survey results, we were able to define the core functionality as creating an app that works as a travel buddy. This app should provide context-specific information about surroundings and encourage exploration. Based on our research, we decided that our app should work to emulate that experience of having a local guide showing you around. Our app would be able to provide information about neighborhoods and non-touristy areas that was context-specific and allowed the users to feel more comfortable in exploring off the beaten path. We then broke our core functionality into 3 use cases to build our design on. The first use case is allow users to find real-time information about their surroundings. From our research, we found that users were interested in exploring new areas, and we wanted our app to be able to help users understand what things were around them to do. This would allow users to feel more confident in exploring a new area. Our second use case, provide users with the history and information about the neighborhood they are exploring. This is intended to give users more context of the area they are exploring. This use case is our way to provide that travel guide experience. The goal being to show users more contextual information, like how a neighborhood feels and what the culture is like. This information is generally not presented in our travel sites and apps that we looked at. Our final use case, present users with things to do in the area, is meant to allow the users to take the information presented and to make decisions on what their trip should be. We first developed a paper prototype in Adobe XD to validate design decisions, to test if our AR design was practical for our use cases. This functionality related directly to our first use case, allowing a traveler to learn more about a place in real time. In total, we had 4 participants for this round of usability testing. God damn it! Ugh.